Hey, what is up guys? Lou here again for Techno Loco. It is Monday, October the 3rd, and I didn't even realize it was October already. But what I do realize is that I owe you guys a couple of videos. I didn't do a video for Friday and Saturday, so I'm gonna kind of roll that all into one. Something got me really pissed off over the weekend. That kind of triggered me to make this video. So this is gonna be 3 videos in one. It's gonna be our Friday feature, our weekend WTF, and our Maximize Monday. Before I go ahead and talk for the rest of this video, I wanted to give you guys a little background on what happened. I'm gonna have my little whiteboard thingy here to help me out explain. Basically what happened was this. So I'm headed home right on Friday, and I come upon an intersection. So it's kind of like this. Okay. Now the thing about it is, this is kind of a side street, so no real markings or whatever. So let's get rid of these. I just wanted to give you an idea that there's actually 2 lanes of traffic, one going here and one going here. Okay, so I'm coming in from this direction, right? Now I go here and I want to take a turn left, which is a one-way road, by the way. So this goes only here. Now at the intersection, and I hate this, there was a car that was like situated like that, and there was another person who was back here, right? Initially, this guy, car number 1 here, has me pissed off. I will do a little flash of my headlights, and the guy gets the message. He moves forward, so now he's actually gone ahead and cleared the intersection. Hooray for human decency. Now the thing, and this is what pisses me off, is this person here, this wonderful human being, then decides to occupy the intersection. Jesus H. I don't know if intentional or not, or if this person is just a new driver and doesn't understand the rules of the road, in which case they should never have been given a license to begin with. This person now occupies the entirety of this road. Given this is actually an object lesson in why left turns are a bad idea, I'm already impeding, so there's a pileup of people back here waiting for me to turn, and this person doesn't get it. I'm forced to resort to honking my horn. So clueless, not a care in the world. Their light here goes green, they proceed out of the way, and I manage to turn, but only after causing a huge traffic jam, which prompts me now to make this video. So for those of you who for some reason have managed to snag a license yet are completely new to the concept of traffic rules, today's video is for you. So today's triple threat of a video is going to be about traffic and you. I should really have figured out how to do computer graphics for this, so I won't have to keep erasing the bloody thing. First things first, before we move any further, my awareness of traffic. I mean, I'm vaguely aware that there's traffic everywhere, anywhere in the world. If you live in a major metropolitan center, there's bound to be traffic. My experience with traffic only ranges to 2 cities. One is in Cebu, where I live, and second is in Manila, where I don't want to live. So this experience of mine only reflects what I know about Cebu traffic. So first things first, we gotta talk about traffic signs. If you ever see a no stopping sign, that literally means, let you in a little secret, that literally means no stopping. Don't stop there, don't pause there, don't even think about stopping. That sign is probably there in the first place because that section of road is probably a bottleneck. If you stop there, you're gonna impede the flow of traffic. Let me illustrate. Now, I've always been a believer, a country, an economy, a group of people is a living organism unto itself. The road networks are basically the blood vessels. They carry us, the cells, from one place to another to get our work done, right? Let's take that your home is the heart, okay? And this track represents your entire commute from the start of your day to the end of your day. So let that sink in. Let's say, for example, this part here is a very narrow portion of your commute. This signifies bottlenecks in your commute. Small roads, side roads, village roads, whatever. Smaller roads that don't really take a lot of traffic, but a lot of people take them anyway. So what's gonna happen if you, the beginner or not, pauses here? There's bound to be a crap ton of traffic behind you, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna create a ripple effect outwards. Your stopping here for even just a moment will cause everyone back here to get backed up, and that's bad news. If the traffic sign says no stopping, literally do not stop there ever. Find the next area where it says no parking, or if there's no road signs, then go there and stop there. It's not a matter of your convenience, it's a matter of making sure everyone gets to where they need to go. If an area is also designated as a jeepney stop, don't stop there either. Even though it doesn't say no stopping, you're gonna force the jeepneys to stop elsewhere, and that's gonna cause more traffic. Just remember, the traffic symbols are there to help you out. No stopping means no stopping. No parking means you can probably stop there for a short period of time, but don't overstay. The Friday feature part of our video. You know how most roads are divided into lanes? Like, this is the innermost lane and this is the outermost lane. Many people don't know this, and I'd like to feature this for the first time ever on my show. But these actually mean something. No, this outermost lane doesn't mean this is where people can park or stop. No, that's not it. You're supposed to pick a lane, not based necessarily on where you're going or where you want to go, but based on the speed you're traveling at. So the outermost lane down here, nearest to the sidewalk, is for cars going a slow pace. The middle one for people going at a fairly fast pace. The innermost one is supposed to be for cars that are going fast. More often than not, people here in Cebu, well, in the Philippines really, will just swerve wherever. So they'll start off their lane from here, and then go here, and then go here, and then go here, just to get ahead of everyone. And that's not how it works. The worst part is, when going through all these different lane changes, this person doesn't even bother to use the turn signals, right? You do know that there are turn signals in your car, yeah? And you're not only necessarily supposed to use them when you're turning, they are indicators for what you intend to do next with your car. Oh, sorry. What you intend to do next with your car. If you're gonna move from the leftmost lane to the center lane, then you're supposed to signal right. This allows people to know what you're gonna do and then adjust their speeds accordingly. Now, most people in the Philippines probably don't do this, because when you give your signal that, okay, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and merge into your lane, okay? Chill out on the indicator. The guy in the back then proceeds to speed up to cut you off. Inconsiderate pricks. That's a double Friday feature part of our video. First feature is that the lanes actually mean something, and second feature is that the cars that you own have indicators. Use them. So just always remember, if you're expecting to travel pretty fast, take the leftmost lane, except if there's a left turn area coming up, then that's obviously a left turning lane. But otherwise, keep to the middle or to the rightmost lane. The problem in Cebu and in the Philippines really is that roads are not big enough, and that problem is exacerbated by people who are wanting to put themselves ahead of everyone else on the road. Just remember that, you know, everyone is going somewhere, and that we'll get there faster if people, or if everyone just chills the hell out and stops trying to cut everyone else off. Let's go back to where I started this story, and let's talk about intersections, yeah? Let's throw in pedestrian lanes as a kicker. Intersections are where cars are most likely to stop or slow down. There you go. The big X in the middle is not a hitbox, but rather a junction box. You're never supposed to land on top of that if you stop, unless of course it's an emergency. Now, the biggest problem with Filipinos, and I guess drivers in general anywhere, is that they don't respect the junction box. You're supposed to keep that clear so that people coming from this direction and this direction don't have to deal with the traffic in your direction. Because that you land or you park yourself here, you stop your car there just because you want to get in, you know, next in line, the lane here and the lanes here are now going to become congested as a result of your actions. If there's an intersection, slow the hell down. Do not speed up. Do not maintain your current speed. Slow down and check both ways. This is where most accidents occur. It's because where traffic collides. So even if you think it's clear, slow down. And make sure if traffic is slow going, you don't end up lying or laying on top of the junction box. Now, the pedestrian lanes are there because I wanted to talk about pedestrians also. Recently, CGP Gray, great YouTuber, amazingly intelligent guy, released a video about the quickest way to solve traffic. And in that, he actually talks about most of the solutions or the best solution to solving traffic. And one point he brings up is that about people crossing the road at areas not designated for crossing. Now the thing is, these crossings are designed so that you can safely cross, but not only that, they're also designed to minimize the number of times cars slow down and stop. Because cars that slow down and stop eventually cascade, again, as I mentioned earlier. So if you stop there, it cascades backward, creating an endless lane of traffic. Now, why is this relevant to pedestrians? Pedestrians here in the Philippines have no respect for road markings either, which is why I've always maintained that the best cure to the traffic problems in the Philippines is to include driver's education as part of the curriculum, especially now that we're in the K-12 system. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So if a pedestrian decides to cross here, right, instead of here, what's gonna happen is actually creating what's called an invisible intersection. Because the cars that were supposed to be going in this direction are now gonna have to stop here as well as here, right? So what's gonna happen is that this is gonna cascade backwards, and this is gonna cascade backwards too. So that, my dear friends, is why traffic is a monster that not one man can cure. It has to be a collective effort by everyone who uses the road. It's not gonna be an easy fix because the problems are so deep-seated, and it's only compounded by the fact that one, people have no respect for the rules of the road. Second, a lot of ignorance is going around about who should have right of way. And third is that there are people who plainly just don't give a fuck. They just want to get ahead of everyone else and fuck everything else. So that is kind of the problem that we have in the country, and I don't know how you're gonna solve that. One thing I imagine that could really help out is to have people be educated, because most people think that their small minuscule actions don't really have an effect on the grand scheme of things, but it does. It really does. People have to be made aware of the effect they have on the environment around them. Including driver's ed in K-12 should be a good way to start that conversation in their head. Okay, so this video is already kind of getting long. That's kind of where my frustrations are at right now. I think that's a conversation that everyone should have. I like driving. I really love driving. In fact, more often than not, I'll drive, but only very late at night or like really early morning when there's very little traffic on the road, so that I can enjoy my driving experience. I hate getting stuck in traffic. I absolutely hate it. As much as possible, as much as I can, I don't go out when I know it's gonna be the rush hour. I think that's all the time we have for today. Let me know in the comment section down below about your traffic horror stories, and let's keep that conversation going. Also, I think it would be a pretty cool idea to have a dash cam on your car. Traffic and accidents these days really can't be avoided, and dash cams are a great way to keep all the information logged, just so you know, in case if you ever get in an accident, you have evidence to prove it wasn't your fault. I mean, hopefully. Again, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Lou for Techno Loco. Remember to hit like and subscribe in the thing down below, and you guys stay awesome. I'll see you in the next video.